I've never heard that before.
It's like the disclaimer you've started putting it at the beginning of episode.
We're live,
We're live.
hopefully.
We are.
Cool.
Oh, here we are. Team.
The team,
Four
they're all
at the
here.
moment.
6.
6. I swear I'm slightly behind you at all times.
Not in all ways.
Just in general.
Oh, right. Let's do this. Hello, everybody. Stephen,
Andrew.
what are you doing up so late on a school night?
Inside number 9 again.
Yes, Joe, I have press record. We had a funny little, a funny announcement that I've never heard on Zoom before. When you press record, it tells you that this meeting is being recorded. So
No one
there you go.
records you without your knowledge.
Yeah,
Seems apt.
it does. Very appropriate. So, like, let's start this. Lip service. Well, I'm kind of trying to compose myself after that because it was crazy. Right. Lip Service was directed by Guillaume Morales, produced by Adam Tandy, written by Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton. It first aired on Monday the 24th of May 2021, 37 minutes ago. So, yeah, welcome to this immediate reaction episode where we're just going to sort of share our immediate thoughts about what we've just seen, which was quite incredible.
Yeah, it was. This was could have gone many different ways. And I think that was the point, that you were kind of pulled in various different possible directions.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not see that coming.
I did not, no.
No. No.
But then I thought that about various things as it kind of twisted its way through. It was like twisting all over the shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You thought you had a handle on it. You thought you had a handle on what she was, and then suddenly that changed.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it wasn't
Yeah.
that at all.
I've got like vigilante justice, public justice, like the paedophile hunter type people. Yeah, no. And then that kind of old worldy, reverse Basil Fawlty kind of
That's what it was.
Adolf Hitler character.
Who was a complete red herring, really.
Yeah.
Because was he anything? I don't think he was anything important.
Not that I'm kind of aware of on first viewing.
Actually, he could have ended up being his saviour if he'd turned up at the right time.
It was just the fact that she knew his name.
I guess they had checked out that hotel and they knew what they were doing with that hotel. They needed an airtight plan to do what they did.
Yeah.
Which appeared to be some sort of government-backed assassination of Dmitry Novak, who anyone know exactly what he was about to unleash upon the world that was really not what
the government wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't
Russian
work that out. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the German hotelier was amazing.
It was such a perfect little device to just pop in every so often and kind of bring a bit of comic relief and some amazing references.
There also felt like there was some throwbacks to older episodes in this.
Yeah.
Hiding in the wardrobe. The pullback of the shower curtain, like at the beginning of Sardines.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
That's a really good point. And the shitting on a glass coffee table.
Shitting on a glass table, yeah.
Seance time, yeah.
Also, this episode didn't happen inside number 9.
No.
Which I thought was really interesting, because I thought when the first shot of the door came up, I clocked there's no number 9 there. And then it was the other stuff that was happening inside number 9. They were watching what was going on inside number 9. Which was quite interesting, a bit of a flip reverse.
Yeah, we spent the entire episode outside number 9.
We did.
I don't know where the hair was, Lauren. I didn't see it.
So, which is good, because she's told you not to tell her where it is, so that's fine. I can't if I wanted to.
No, in the bag. I reckon.
Hotel room number 612 adds up to 9. The subreddit has
6
realised.
plus 1 plus 2. Yeah, it does. Good maths. That's what I like about our audience. Intelligent.
Joe's helping you out as well. So, yeah. So the immediate setup is that he is still married. Still, he thinks he's in a happy marriage. Well, he thinks he is in a marriage, and he thinks that he's trying to catch her cheating on him, completely unbeknown to her. And so he hires someone to come along and lip read and find out if that's exactly what's going on, because he's got access to her calendar, so he knows where she's going to be.
Which again is a bit creepy when you find out that they're
separated
for 8 months. Yeah, and that's a bit worrying. Yeah, for their security.
Yeah, it is.
But also not very good for. Maybe he's been provided that somehow by the government.
Well, that's the thing. It's almost as though they were looking for a way to off Dimitri, and it just so turned out that there was a spurned ex-partner who they could quite easily pin it on because of just the way he was. So when they've got the footage of Felix that Iris had, that's clearly them keeping an eye on him and sort of tracking his behaviour and seeing how he is and thinking, hang on, we've got a possibility here for a framing.
Yeah.
Because we've got an unstable, unless she was, I mean, she worked in PR, didn't she?
Yeah, I guess.
So she could have been approached because of this.
Yeah.
She was almost used
on
the basis that there was a nice, neat little package there of this will lead to an erratic.
That's true, actually, yeah. Because she got back into work, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about that.
So maybe that she'd been tapped up for this very purpose.
Yeah. Good point. Oh, it's so much.
There's a lot here.
So many different threads to. I guess the I'd not ever thought about washing my underwear in a kettle before, but that is not a bad idea.
Is it?
I don't know. It just depends if it might shrink them.
It's added something to. I've seen a video of someone making quite incredible looking meals only using stuff that's inside their hotel room. So managing to use the iron to cook on top of and stuff like that, and basically making gourmet food. Now, having seen that and being given an insight more into what people do with those appliances, I don't think that's a very good idea.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Don't.
No.
Leave it well alone.
Reese's character was brilliant. The Lotus caramelized biscuit.
Yeah, be specific.
We're between boxes was just such a great. A couple of months.
My favourite was the key of the skeleton. For just such emergency.
I have a key of the skeleton. Yeah.
You don't need any more coat hangers.
Yeah, he was a brilliant. He was such a necessary character for
hamming up the sinister German hotelier.
Yeah, and just bringing a bit of comic. Like, I know there's elements of comedy from
Iris.
Felix and Iris, but yeah,
her comedy feels a bit more sinister. I really enjoyed the phone call.
Yes, genius.
Her relaying
Absolute
all the
genius.
lines. And also the number of things she was getting wrong suggests that she's not actually quite as proficient as she may have led us to believe.
Yeah. Mini pajamas.
Deserve a penis.
Yeah.
Happiness.
Yeah. That's I can't wait to see that scene again, because I think that was like a really good set piece of that whole setup with the lip reading, and then the fact that he's on the phone to her. Yeah, very good.
So it let us hear. I guess it lets us in on the conversation, because your stereotypical other end of the phone years ago would have been
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't have worked quite as well.
Yeah.
We had a Chekhov's hairdryer,
We did indeed,
which did turn out to be a fake gun.
and that was very much a Chekhov's hairdryer.
That was a bleak looking hotel room, wasn't it?
Very, very bleak. Yeah, you can tell why. You see why they're sort of the day rate kind of concerns of old Muller there, or the hourly rate.
I think it was day rate.
Day rate.
Grab my charger.
Okay. I don't know where he's gone.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, mate.
Yeah, it was interesting right at the beginning to see Steve pick up a pillow and scream into it after what we saw last week.
Yes.
And that, the grim sight of what was under the pillow that it just mashed his face into.
I know. Yeah, he's got a bit too intimate with that. Yeah. Yeah. What was the magazine? Horny Brides.
Horny something.
Horny
Was it
Brides.
Horny Brides.
Yeah.
Reese has really come into his own this series. He does seem to have... Yeah. I don't know whether he's just kind of decided to push himself into some very weird new characters.
Yeah.
Scaramouche.
It's been good so far.
Simon and
yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And actually, I mean, Scaramouche and Eric Muller have been pretty off-piste characters for him, haven't they?
Yeah, I think he like the Muller character is where he kind of thrives. He's like, yeah, nice accent, and yeah.
It's usually isn't it usually Steve that takes the German?
He does a lot of German.
character?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, yeah.
He's feeling a bit left out.
Hair, lip, and Jorg. Yeah, of course.
The old favourite Jorg.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what to where to go with this. Like, I need to watch it again already. Like,
And again.
and again. Yeah.
Chekhov's pencils. Oh, the ones that he picked up the tissues with.
Pencil tasted like bums.
Dr. Meyer. Yes. Yeah, Jorg.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What's happening? I don't know.
I like the idea of dad chat. Like
Yeah,
mums never sad dads.
rather than competitive mums.
Yeah. Oh, why was there the lens glare? Sorry, lens flare that was going on during some of the shots.
What off?
So it was as though we were watching it through something. There was a few shots where so when she was looking for her bag when she stood up and
Hmm.
was heading out to leave, there was more of it. There was some initial stuff um, when the two of them were talking about Eric potentially spying on them. It was like we got a big load of glare, and I can only assume it
Don't
was
think I noticed
deliberate
that.
because otherwise you would have seen that in the cut and gone. What's
Mm.
happened here? Yeah, Lauren, sorry, it was really weird. I didn't know what it was kind of saying. Whether it was saying they were being watched. Yeah, maybe we were watching from behind the glass
Mm.
because because that guy was in the. It's a trick so they can get foreground and background in focus. But it seemed like it was a deliberate choice. Like it seemed like an aesthetic choice rather than a.
Right. Don't think I didn't notice it.
You know.
No.
So obviously I'd like to know why the guy in the adjoining room, who was clearly the agent guy, was complaining about the noise coming from next door.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
It's a terrible idea. What are you doing?
I get. Is that?
Unless it was the other side.
Yeah. Was that kind of? I don't know. Establishing a kind of thing between Muller and Felix in terms of like. I don't know. You set up Muller to
maybe.
think. Well, yeah, he's been
He's some sort of
because he
weirdo in
said
the room.
he'd been drinking and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
like
that makes sense. Yeah.
actually, if you can pit him against him, yeah.
Yeah, good shout. It was very obvious, Andy. Lauren says
Yeah,
it was very
obviously
obvious.
wasn't looking at the screen at the time. If it was very obvious, yeah.
Yeah, that was true. It's also dummy with Chekhov's camera shot into the bathroom.
Mm.
The bathroom looked like it was going to be more of a big deal than it was, especially with the light switch, trying to switch the lights on into there and it turned the lamp on.
That was a brilliant
Behind
moment.
him.
Yeah, you've had that in hotel rooms, have you?
Yeah,
You're like,
nothing turns on what it should.
exactly. So brilliant wiring. Yeah.
What else have we got? Mother Light, now fat free. Fact free, if he's making it up, Lauren. Yeah, I think it's one that will stand up to lots of viewing.
Mm-hmm.
It was an ending that left me a bit stunned,
Yeah.
and I haven't had one of those in a little while with this, where I've gone, what happened there?
Mm-hmm.
What was my last one of those with this? I don't know. I can't remember the last time watching one of these. I've been left genuinely just
It's
a
like,
bit shocked
whoa,
by it.
yeah. Yeah. In so who was she speaking, you know, when she said now?
Yeah.
Was that the shot that got Felix?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the setup is that so the story going to the public was that he was shot by armed police. So it was set up that so at least from anyone looking outside, they will have seen him holding a gunshot through the head, supposedly by armed police. but I think she's working with other people who she was giving the
So there
signal
was
to.
someone else over
So
there, and then
when she spoke about the conspiracy theory, well, when the guy at the end was speaking about conspiracy theories and there being no truth in it, obviously there is a giant conspiracy theory here, because he wasn't actually shot by the police. He was shot by whoever it is that's trying to frame him for Dmitry being taken out.
yeah,
And so I assume, she was just speaking to someone else who was part of that. We've got it in place. The shot, Dimitri's been shot. I've set him up so it looks like he's holding a gun. Go now.
yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a lot going on in the chat. Oh, falling between the beds.
Yeah, we've all enjoyed falling between the beds in a hotel room where the double bed is just two singles shoved together.
That's good. I mean, she was convincing. Iris was very convincing. It was another double twister. Was it 2 twists, or was it a?
There was more than that. I think it was all.
There's a few switcheroos. Yeah.
Like I say, you thought it was going one way a few times. You thought you'd spotted what the twist was.
Yeah.
I think it really goes to show the extent to which this show has almost been mislabeled as being crazy twist fun times, because it really stands out when there's one where it really does throw twists at you. Mm-hmm. This was one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think you're kind of predicting that there will be a twist. Like I was thinking, where's it going to come from? Like what? Like, and I think you're almost it's that the kind of, I suppose, the dad's chat thing becomes where you think the twist is coming from, and then it's
exactly that. Yeah.
Oh, actually, she set it up. Like by, going on to dad's chat, and actually because and you take a word, because that is a twist, and then it's something completely different.
Feels like it could. I was almost wondering, is this going to be one of those ones with a happy ending? Is that what's going to happen? Is there going to be a little bit of a happy ending? There was not a happy ending.
There wasn't. No. Although it's probably
I was going to say that went out the window, but it very much came
in. It came in the window.
Came in the window.
And to be fair, did kind of put Felix out of his misery a little bit, but it's
I mean, yeah.
Maybe it is a happy ending in that respect.
For him, yeah. It was the best he could have hoped for from the situation, to be honest, isn't it?
I thought, what?
Lauren's right. Like, it was something they do very well, is the acceleration into chaos, where things just kick off all at once. Slow burn, slow burn, slow burn. Quick, knock the glass over. Everything just goes.
That was the moment, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Like the curtain being pulled, like that's the moment the curtain comes down and the whole thing becomes visible. Yeah. And I thought Sian Clifford, her ability to flip between that kind of, like socially awkward, believable character in that kind of the character she's created there, and then going into that very forthright, I know what I'm doing, and then obviously at the end as well when she's by the politician. And it's her that's the press secretary. Okay,
it's like Secret Service, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's who they are, and I guess she's pretty good at playing parts.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah,
Iris as in part of the eye watching you. Ah.
Nice.
I like.
We should probably just thinking, for the sake of the podcast, qualify what we're reading. So Simon has just said Iris as in part of the eye watching you. Which is a good shout. Good shout. Lauren loves it.
Simon's now making up facts. Muller is German for irritating comedy hotel manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's one that's. I don't know how much more will be revealed from watching it again.
I think we'd just be able to get a more coherent grasp of things.
And I think that's the thing with any rewatch. You might see things that are almost hidden in plain sight, and
like a lens flare.
like a lens flare. That was very much in plain sight. I don't know.
That was revealed in plain sight.
Did you just assume your TV was on your computer was on the blink, and it was just?
I didn't see. I didn't. It didn't even. No, it was nowhere near it. Simon has asked if we can discuss pubic hair.
What? Why?
There was that conversation about them coming back into fashion. Like, what was it?
Oh yes,
cargo pants or something.
Yes, long pubic hair.
If you wait long enough, it'll come back into fashion. Yeah, there you go, Simon.
We spoke about it.
Pubic hair.
There it was, hiding in plain sight. There's your hair, Lauren.
Lauren's given a lot of encouragement in the comments. It's very nice.
Mainly towards Simon's newfound use of emojis.
And Tim. She's using capital letters to express delight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else, anyone? You guys who are here with us. Didn't realise there were two beds when Felix went through them. I thought he was sinking into the floor like in Get Out. It did have, yeah. That would have been a twist.
Yeah, that would have taken it in a direction that you'd have never seen coming. Yeah.
No. Iris is hypnotising Felix. He's now sinking into the floor. The boys are lost for words. We are a little bit lost for words.
My words are finished.
Yeah, it was a lot. A lot just happened. With a lot of direction.
It was kind of. It was my fear with doing these reaction episodes would be that an episode like that would happen, and it's really hard to find kind of a coherent foothold into it.
Yeah, but at the same, I guess that's the thing with all of these is there will be a certain amount of that because, yeah,
you don't know what's coming.
We've switched it off and come straight into here, and we have no idea what's coming. That's true. The ending, I just said the ending was a bit like A Quiet Night in with sudden shots to the head.
I think that's what I think you're gonna see is probably even more references within this episode to.
Is this a giant throwback episode with loads and loads of little callbacks?
There's certainly a number that we've already identified. Yeah,
I might watch it with that kind of hat on and say, right, what else can I find in here?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not something they really do a lot.
No. Because, I mean, even with Iris's character, she is like... what's her name from Psychoville?
Oh, David's girlfriend.
Yeah. She's like
she is.
She's like her.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I mean, Felix is like the bloke in, Joseph Fritzl. Yeah.
To having to hold.
Yeah.
That's what that is the only food that you should use a hotel kettle to prepare is a Bombay Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Lauren has said Felix didn't go to Anne Frank's house with jizz in his hair. I mean, you're not wrong.
I think we've stumbled into a story there. Is that Lauren's splitting the bed?
Lauren,
so to speak, story.
No, don't elaborate on that, Lauren. Elaborate on the last thing you said. Tim's right. Guillaume does love his horror films.
Yeah.
So Psycho shower. Check. Sinking into beds. Right, Lauren seems unwilling to elaborate.
She's probably typing.
Sorry, another story. Oh, hang on. I think I've started tracking it back here. Like in Amsterdam, said Simon, back a bit.
Yes, Isla Guillaume has directed all the episodes so far this series.
Has anyone ever actually seen a brown toilet? I'm not sure what you're asking there, Simon.
It's going to be a good edit job.
Well, it's just this bit can go.
And you going to get your charger.
And me getting the charger.
Yeah.
Sorry, we jumped on too quick. It's a long and not safe for work story. I mean...
Cool.
Well, it seems the chat is exhausted of things.
Yeah, and I don't. Do you have anything else to...
Not right now. I think in a few weeks' time when we come back and chat about it again.
I think so.
My thoughts may be more organised, but...
Yeah.
Lauren says, the toilet suite in my old house was jobby brown. Jobby, that's a good word.
I think it makes sense to make a toilet brown. It's wise, isn't it?
Camouflage.
Yeah. Don't need to clean as much, do you?
And on that...
That's no way to end a podcast.
You've done worse.
Yes, Joe, the podcast is 7 minutes long this week. I think it will be. Yeah. Yes, off to Discord, everybody. Carry on your conversation.
He says, disowning this.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. Hopefully we'll, have more thoughts in the next time through the onion of this episode. It's a deep onion, this one.
Well, it is. We've started further out from the onion than previously.
Yeah.
Because normally our onion starts with proper watch and react. This is quick watch and react. Discord voice chat and I'll tell you the Amsterdam story.
There's a promise.
There is.
Cool. So, yeah, if you're listening to this... So, again, of course you're listening to this. If you've got any thoughts on this episode, before we go back into the onion, then please do get in touch via Twitter at AQNIN9 or send us an email. And thanks to everybody who has been sending us emails. It's been very nice to receive them. So a quiet night inside no 9 at gmail.com is how to do that. That'd be great. All right. We'll be back next week with I don't know what next week's... Have we had information about next week's episode yet?
I don't think we have we?
We might have done.
I've mainly been focused on this one. Here comes the podcast apology. No, we're front loading that.
Yeah. Front load that now. Yep. If anybody wants to give us a nice review on iTunes, it'd be very much appreciated. We've had our confidence hit a little bit this week.
Oh, next week's episode is Adrian Dunbar and set in a caravan park.
Oh, cool. Good.
Cool.
Good. Great.
See you then.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.